Ever feel like you're just constantly busy, running around, but at the end of the day, you're not really sure what you accomplished? Well, today we're going to dig into a really powerful idea that kind of flips our whole obsession with speed on its head. We're talking about why choosing your direction is so much more important than just cranking up your velocity. This right here, this quote just nails it. It's so simple, but it stops you in your tracks, doesn't it? Our whole culture is geared towards faster, faster, faster. But this one simple question forces us to pause and think about what actually matters. And this leads us to something I think we've all experienced, what we can call the velocity trap. You know that feeling? You're in constant motion. You feel like you're sprinting, but you're not actually getting any closer to where you want to be. See, this whole trap is built on a very convincing illusion, the illusion of busyness. We pack our schedules, we fire off emails like a machine gun, we race from one thing to the next, and hey, it feels super productive. But is it? Really? It's kind of like running on a treadmill at full tilt. You're sweating, you're putting in a ton of effort, you're exhausted, but you haven't actually moved forward one single inch. So many of us are stuck in this exact loop. And when you get down to it, the reason is almost always the same, a total lack of clarity on where we're even trying to go. Okay, so if the trap is just mindless speed, how in the world do we get out? Well, the escape plan is all about finding your where and discovering just how powerful it is to have a clear, intentional path. Which really brings us to the big question, right? If just sprinting around is the problem, what's the alternative? What should we be chasing instead of just more speed? And the answer is direction. It's not just about moving, it's about moving towards something that actually matters to you. Direction is that secret ingredient that takes all that frantic, wasted energy and turns it into real, actual results. I mean, just look at this comparison. It makes it so obvious. On one side, you've got velocity, all speed, rushing, busyness, and ultimately wasted energy. But on the other side, you have direction. That's clarity, meaning, and real progress that gets you real results. The choice between which column you want to live in, well, that changes everything. And this brings us to what's probably the most important part of this whole idea, why having a deliberate path, even if you're moving slowly, is so much better than just being fast. Let me just say that again, because it's so important. A slow step in the right direction beats a sprint in the wrong one, every single time. One tiny, purposeful step toward the right destination is worth more than 1,000 frantic steps toward the wrong one. And once you truly let that sink in, it gives you permission to change how you operate. It lets you slow down, be thoughtful, and point your energy where it's actually going to make a difference. It's the ultimate solution to that feeling of being busy but getting nowhere. So, how do we actually make this a real thing in our day-to-day lives? Let's wrap up with 4 super practical principles. Think of them as little mantras you can use to make this whole concept stick. These are your new mental check-ins. Whenever you feel that pressure to just go faster, just tell yourself, clarity beats speed. When you start worrying that you're not moving fast enough, remember, it's better to be slow and right than fast and lost. When your calendar is jam-packed, ask, is this just being busy or is this real progress? And finally, always remember that it's your direction that turns your hard work into results. And so that leaves us with just one final, really powerful question to think about. It's not about how fast you're going. It's not about how busy you look. The only question that really, truly matters is this. What is your direction?